Hello everyone, this is Alan from Ecommerce Simplified. Today I'm going to show you how you can hide certain variant images, being specific ones, or if you want to hide any from 4 and above or 3 and above, or any amount that you can specify. So there can be multiple reasons why that may be. Your product could have too many images because it was imported, or it could have too many colors and the theme you are using um, displaying too many than what you would like. This can affect your page by making too much space, or pushing your product description down, such as on mobile and so forth. So let's get into it. If we look at the theme editor in the back end, just your product page, you can see that in a smaller kind of screen, there's 4 pictures here, and then one is sort of pushed down because there's not enough space. So we could consider hiding the 4th picture, for example. So let's go to the theme code editor. We're looking at the debut theme at the moment as an example. So I'll install theme and then go to actions, and let's go edit the code. Once we're in the code editor, we want to find the styling sheet for your theme, and this is called theme.css. This can be a different name, most commonly theme.scss.liquid, but the easiest way is to type in theme here, and then it will be under the assets folder, and it's called theme.css for the debut theme. So once we open it, just go down straight to the bottom, ignoring everything in the middle, and we want to add some new styling in the bottom of this file, so that anything in the bottom overrides what's above it. So this kind of is the final core to tell the theme what to display. So what we want to do is, as an example, we wanted to hide the last image of this product. So let's do some inspection just to see what this theme is coded with. So if you right click on the browser, I'm using Google Chrome. If you inspect, you can click this toggle to inspect an element. So we want to check out these thumbnails. So if you click on one of them, you can see that this is made up of a li block each photo. So the UL is a class of all of them together. So we want to just target that single class. So we'll copy this class here from the UL, and we'll copy this and we will take it to the code editor. So to target the class, you want to do a full stop, the class name, and then we want to target the LIs, those 4 block of LI that we saw earlier. So we want to go LI and then hide a specific variant. So we want to do this by targeting the nth child. So we wanted to hide the 4th picture, so it would be targeting number 4, display none. So we want to we don't want to display this photo. So we type that in, click save, and on the front end we can refresh the page, and this image should now be gone. So you can see that this image is disappeared on from displaying the front end. However, if you look at the back end, the image is still there. So it's just really just hiding from displaying that and making some customization of your theme. So if we go back to here, you can obviously hide whichever one you wanted. So I'm going to make it quicker by displaying this in the dev tools, so that you can see the changes immediately rather than trying to save and refresh and so forth. So you can see if I look at the front end now, this is the code that we entered. So we wanted to hide the 4th picture. So you can change that number to number 1, or if we delete it, it comes like straight away. The preview is instant. So you can hide number 1, or you can hide number 2, you can hide number 3, you can hide number 4. If you want like a certain amount of photos, like say this product has 4 photos, or like all your product have 4 photos, but you only wanted to display 2, then you change this to n plus a certain amount. So n plus, for example, 2 would only show always show one photo. If you do n+3, it will always only show the first 2 photos. And n+4 will always show first 3 photos and so forth. So even if this product now, if you have 20 product photos, it would only show the first 3 that you have in your sequence in your product. I hope that makes sense. That is all. It's a little tweak. If we want to look at it again, we can look at a different theme as another example. So if we go back to themes out here, we can look at, let's say, the minimal theme. Again, we can go to preview, and then let's take a look at the product. You can see that there's 4 images here. So imagine if you have like maybe 10, this row column might increase in a very long trail so that it pushes down your whole page. So we only want to display a few here. So again, we're going to inspect this element. So we're going to want to just choose one and see. Again, this is grouped in 4 blocks of LIs in a group of UL with this class here. So this is actually the same class name, which is great, but not all themes would have the same one. But this is what we want to target again. So if we go back to the theme editor and we'll edit the minimal theme code, we want to find the styling sheet again. So if you type in, which is this one I already have opened, but if you type in here theme, it comes under the assets folder called theme.scss.liquid in this one. And again, scroll down to the very bottom and enter it as a new line. You want to do a full stop first to target the class or the class name, and then you want to target just the LI, and then with nth-child. So if I only wanted to hide one again, I can just hide the first picture. So if I save that and refresh this page here, the first variant should be gone. So if we look at it here, this should all be pushed up after this, just as so. And if we wanted to hide any images, maybe 2 and above, as I mentioned before, we can do n+3. So what this means is you will only ever show 2 images, and that is it. 2 variant images. So we refresh, it will only show 2, and the third and the fourth one is now gone. So if you have another 10 images here, it will only show the first 2. Alright, so that's a few examples here on hiding variant images. I hope you found this tutorial useful. If you found this useful, feel free to comment, like or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.